Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a prince who fell in love with his princess. Wait, wrong book. Or by default, a story of love, lust, death, sex, life, real life. This is my story. It's a bedtime story for grown-ups. Best read out loud in the company of friends, drunk friends. My story doesn't begin with once upon a time. It begins with I have written on my forehead, like a tattoo, ink stamped, engraved, no deeper, chiseled like that on a tombstone. As the lines on my forehead become more pronounced, the words become more evident. I don't think of myself as beautiful, possibly pretty, though I'm often described as sexy. If beauty is in the eye of the beholder, then why is it a commonality of perceptions that all view me, yes, me, love, in that lustful manner, as if I'm no more than passion's infinite plaything? Yep, that's how my story begins. I'm just going to read you a small part in between. I give myself to him because he wants to get this relationship going. I don't want to be a good girl anymore. I don't look back. And I don't think. And then he stops. I choose to give myself to him like a virgin sacrifice. And he stops. He has a point. He wants to be safe. But maybe he just can't get enough room to squeeze his balls. That's all I can say. It's Generation XYZ, unfiltered. So yeah, there's a lot of smut in there. Or by default, a bedtime story for grown-ups. Join the movement. So, have you ever been in love? I have, or so I thought, and so on, and so on, and so on. For some reason, I exude a sexuality that draws men to me like a magnet. I haven't quite figured out the why. I don't know. But this book is a comedy of errors because I failed to break the repetitious cycle of being a temporary adornment and arousing passionate temperaments of always being in the middle. And I thought I was all in. Anyway, I've got my 12 apostles in this book. Matthew is thrust before me at the wedding of our friends. It continues with Man of the Month Club. A lot of empty promises. Marcus's story, the lonely merchant marine in Maine, whom I meet in the Cayman Islands, is filled with, well, broken promises. Peter and Doubting Thomas form a triangle. Carnal sex. Shh. I had to go to confession about that one. And of course, there's Luke. He was my salvation. Through sex, Machiavelli, the end justifies the mean with that one. There's Father John, wimp. He never made a move. So many men and lots more. I wrote this book 25 years ago, but my nieces and a boy named Cole told me to re-release it because they could relate. It's Generation XYZ, unfiltered. So yeah, there's a lot of smut in there. Or by default, a bedtime story for grown-ups. Join the movement.